Hi, everybody. I just wanted to share a little bit of a different message with you today. There's a number of things that have happened the last couple of days that has got me to think about a few things and ponder a few things. And when you're in ministry, oftentimes the Lord will allow difficult circumstances in your life to be a teaching moment, not only for yourself, but for others. Yeah, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe down below. There's a lot of great messages coming up in the very near future. I love you a whole bunch. Really quick, I want to share a few things with you. In the world today, if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of division in families, a lot of division. You're seeing kids leaving homes earlier and earlier, sons and daughters not listening to their parents, parents not listening to their kids. A lot of division, a lot of division. The Lord talks about this in Matthew chapter 10, and He actually says this is going to happen. If you or me or anybody around us, if we're purposing to follow Him, follow the Father, follow Jesus Christ, oftentimes our lives are going to change. Things we used to do, we don't do anymore. If we used to party and drink a whole bunch, we don't do that as much, and sometimes not at all. If we used to cuss and swear, we stopped doing that. If we used to seek money and riches and fancy things, sometimes that stops too. When you purpose to follow the Lord, your life just changes. When it changes, oftentimes family, children, spouses, cousins, friends start to distance themselves from you. And don't be shocked when that happens. The Lord talks about that in Matthew chapter 10. He says, "Do not suppose that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to turn a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, a son against his father, a father against his son, a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies will be in the members of his own household." His own household will be an enemy to him or her that are following the Lord. "Anyone who loves their father or mother or son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves their son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me." Think about that. Oftentimes in marriages, they split up because the father or the mother, they prioritize their children more than their marriage. And if you do that, we're not worthy of our Father in heaven. If we put our children, our spouses, our relationships on a higher plateau than our relationship with our Father in heaven, He says that we are not worthy of Him. That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. "Whoever does not take up their cross to follow me," Him, "is not worthy of me. Whoever finds their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life for my sake will find it." My short message today is this: don't be surprised if family, friends, children pull away from you. There are more and more families going through divorces and division than ever before. But here's the thing that we have to do, though. Love your children. Love those that are not nice to you. If your children are not returning your phone calls, if they're not returning your text, if they're not returning your letters because they're mad or they're upset, or maybe they don't like your political stance, maybe they don't like your walk with the Lord, maybe they just don't like you right now. What we have to do as followers of Christ is love them. Continue to reach out to your family. Continue to reach out to your children, especially your sons and your daughters. Even if all you do is send them a weekly text, I love you. I'm thinking about you. If you need anything, let me know. We need to always have our doors opened to our children at all times. How many times have we messed up our relationship with our Father in heaven, but He's always there. His love for us never stops. No matter how many times we've got drunk or done bad things or sinned against Him or we're just stupid, He always, always, always loves us. And He expects us to do the same for our children. Always have your door opened, just like the prodigal son. When the son left the father and left for a long time, the father always had his door open to his son. Always. We need to do the same thing. So here's the key for this message. Always love your children. Always have your door open. Always remind them how much you love them. No matter what they've said about you, no matter what they've said to others, if they've been mean to you, if they've slandered your name, if they've just walked away from their relationship with you, that boy, I'm finding out more and more that's happened a lot. In my own life, that's happened. But we, as followers of Christ, have to always have love in our heart and love our children. My son passed away this week. He and I had years of a great relationship, and then we had years of a distant relationship. I pray I did my best to always have my door open to him, to always let him know I loved him. I pray that even when he wouldn't return my texts, return my phone calls, I pray that he knew that I always had my door open for him. Could I have done differently as a father? Absolutely. Did I make many mistakes? Absolutely. All of us need to remember that we're not perfect parents. We're far from that. But we have to do our best every day. And if we recognize faults, if we recognize things that we've done wrong with our children, it's not too late. Go back to your children, apologize, humble yourself, tell them you were wrong. Keep your door open. Let them know that you love them as much as He loves you. Have a blessed day. Praise your children, love your children, do your best to stay close to them. You never know. You never know what tomorrow brings. I did not know my son was going to pass away this week. I had no idea. I pray I did the best I could. I probably fell short many, many times. Many, many times. But I know through Him, through my Father in heaven, I have peace in my heart that my son, I pray, is with our Father in heaven now. Have a blessed day. I love you. Bye-bye.